I'm so excited today.
Hello.
Yes, we have a really, really fun interview today and some fun prizes and some fun, cool stuff that's about to happen.
I tripped.
Are you tripping? Okay.
I'm not tripping.
Let me share the screen real quick. Let's go to our video real quick and our intro.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, give up, honey dear, no fuss, just slow. Aim at Jamie's honeys run the show. No pressure, just profits. Young ninja touch, we get rid of it. Gain confidence for your benefits. Creativity is key, let's work to it. Plus we got free prizes every week. Honey dear, we got the help if you need it. Honey dear, check in with us. Honey dear, check in with us. Honey dear, check in with us. Honey dear, yeah.
Woo! Welcome. Okay, today, you guys, we are super excited because hi from Canada. Hello, Tracy. I hope Layla's watching. Hi, Layla.
Hello, Tracy and Layla.
Hope Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody. Okay, today
Miranda.
are... Yes. Today we have Linda Hollander. She's going to be joining us. She has been featured by Inc. and Entrepreneur Magazine as the leading expert on corporate sponsorship. She's the author of the book, Corporate Sponsorship in 3 Easy Steps. Get funding from sponsors, even if you're just starting out, which I'm really excited to drill her on this one. She's also the CEO of the Sponsor Concierge and the Sponsor Secret Seminar, which we did last year. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh, it was a lot of fun and a lot of information and a lot of really cool people.
Exactly.
Yeah. In fact, Tracy Honey in Edmonton, Canada, you are reading a book right now that one of those people that attended that event gave me.
Oh.
The doctor that gave the book on Who's Teaching Who. A brilliant book.
Oh, excellent.
So he was phenomenal there.
Yeah, so she has sponsors that include like big names like Microsoft, Citibank, FedEx, American Airlines.
Has anybody heard of American Airlines?
Anybody heard of American Airlines?
Probably not in the last 6 months.
Anybody heard
Snap.
of
Ooh, snap.
What about Marriott or Southwest Airlines or Dun & Bradstreet? Oh my gosh. Epson. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Tracy said it's a fun read. Also, Walmart. Anybody heard of Walmart? She's been sponsored by Bank of America and IBM. She's known as the wealthy bag lady. She has 20 years experience.
And she'll explain what that means.
Yeah. I can't wait for that.
Because when I first heard it, I'm like, what?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? So anyway, I could go on and on about her. She has about over 20 years of experience as a small business owner.
That's right. She started when she was 3.
She did. You'll see. She's beautiful. And she's also been on NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, Bloomberg, Forbes, and she is a remarkable woman. So I could go on about her, but let's bring her on. We're going to bring her on. So everybody just give a big, warm welcome. Jump up in your chairs, dance a little bit for Linda Hollander.
That's right. Woo!
I love your video. Check it out now.
Did you like that?
I love it.
Honey dear.
Honey dear, check it out.
That's right. Fun stuff. Linda, welcome. I'm so glad you joined us. We have known you. We met about a year ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. And we came and we did your event, and we actually worked your event, which was really fun. And the people that know us know that we are very particular about who we work with. We only work with the best. So Linda's definitely one of the best. And so I am excited to hear tell us about the Wealthy Bag Lady. Why the Wealthy Bag Lady?
Okay, because it was a business that I had that I started with my best friend. And Cheryl and I met when we were 13 years old at recess in junior high school. And we said, oh my God, when we grow up, we're going to do something amazing together. So we started a business with shopping bags, the ones that you see at shopping malls, the ones that you see in the airport, the ones that you see at trade shows. We had Disney as a client. We had Nissan, Mattel. We had all these great clients. And that's why I got the moniker of the Wealthy Bag Lady. Here's how to brand yourself. Let somebody else do it. Because one of my clients, we had a cool place. We had a showroom, we had printing facilities, we had office space. And one of the clients came and she says, wow, you're not just a bag lady, you're like a wealthy bag lady, when she looked around and saw what we were doing. So when I heard that, my God, Amy, Jamie, I got goosebumps. I went to the computer. I registered all of the iterations of Wealthy Bag Lady, and we made more money with that than if we hired a Madison Avenue firm because it's so sticky. It's so memorable.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what you did, which we tell all the time. You listen to your customer.
Yes.
You listened to them, and they were able to tell you how they identified you.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I love that.
Yeah. I already said yes. I already said I agreed. Don't look at me. I'm not in trouble.
Where are you going?
I said yes.
Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, we always tell our clients that. We say, listen to your customers, find out from them what they want from you. The same thing, like we're on TikTok. One of the things we find out on TikTok is we're just putting out content and experimenting. In the beginning of TikTok, you just kind of experiment, and then whatever's popular, that's what they want more of. That's what people want. That's what people wanted from you. They wanted the Wealthy Bag Lady. That's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So how in the heck did you get started with corporate sponsors? Like, were you a big name? Were you like,
I was nobody. Nobody knew who the heck I was, but I had a big idea. And, I want everybody to kind of think of the big idea that they have. Write it down right now. What's your big idea? If you can, write it in the chat. What's your big dream? What's it going to take to make that dream a reality? Because I had a big dream. I wanted to teach other women how to build businesses like what I did with my best friend, because we turned what we were doing into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. And oh my God, Jamie, I was an art major. She was a cinema major. We knew nothing. And in college, I never took one business class. I thought it was boring. So we had to make a living, and we made it work. And all the good things happened in my life when I made that decision to strike out on my own. I was able to move out of my little rent-controlled apartment. I was able to get out of an abusive relationship. And 3 weeks after I dumped that abusive guy, I met my husband, who Leslie. And
he's so
awesome guy.
He's so awesome. He's a constant source of love and support. He's so gentle. He's so kind. We have a beautiful little cat together. When I met him, he had a 20-year-old cat. So I figured, okay, this guy, I could go out with him, right? Because he's got a 20-year-old cat. He's got to be decent. And I was able to travel the world and everything. So I said, I'm going to start this event and train women how to get empowered financially through entrepreneurship. But then I said, I need money, I need capital, I need resources. So that's when I started to research sponsors. And I saw that sponsors will underwrite your events, your business, your projects. If you're an influencer, I work with a lot of those, your book, your show, your projects, your nonprofit. So Tracy has a dream. You want to read it?
Yeah. She wants to write a series of kids' adventures and mystery stories.
That's great.
So how could she get that funded?
Okay, well, J.K. Rowling, when she started Harry Potter, was a single mother on welfare. And she went to the local coffee shop and wrote Harry Potter. And now Harry Potter is the most successful title out there. And Universal Studios has the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and the movies have been spectacular. So obviously she's got great sponsors. Huh?
The movies are great.
I love it. Who's your favorite character in the movies?
Oh, wow. I've only seen the first one.
What?
I'm sorry.
He thought he was going to get you on that, and then you haven't seen any of them.
I want to know your favorite character, what clothes they wear, what's their magic wand's name, and what's their avatar animal. Come on.
Okay. What's the old guy? What's the old guy?
Dumbledore?
Dumbledore.
I like him.
Gandalf. He looks the same guy.
I like him, and I like Hermione. I know
her.
Oh,
Hermione's great.
She's adorable.
In movie number 5, when you get to see it, you'll see how she gets to travel through time.
Ooh.
Yeah. You see, when you have a niece, and every night you watch a movie, and it's one of the Harry Potter series, you learn a lot.
Okay, yeah, I don't have real children. I have fur children, so I haven't been immersed in the world of Harry Potter. But let's get back to Tracy, because Tracy, I want you to write some things down, okay? Sponsorship is all about your demographic. Your demographics are destiny. So think of the market of parents who are going to read your mysteries for children. What do parents buy? You know, they buy food, they buy beverage, they buy telecommunication services for their family, because right now, and I'll make my remarks today, I'm going to make them really referencing the times that we're living in with all these uncertain times. So if we weren't connected right now, it would be awful. So you got telecommunication services, you've got home security, you've got even banking and financial, which I love, automobile. So think of all the things that parents buy, and those could be your possible sponsors.
Love it.
It's people that are not so much investing in what you do, but it's people investing in who your audience is, so they can support you in getting a wider audience, which means they then get a wider attraction base of people seeing what they have.
Absolutely. You've got it right on. He's got it. The definition of sponsorship is connecting a company to people who buy things. The parent market is it's a $2.4 trillion market in the US. So write that down, Tracy. If you're a parent, you know that all you do at one point is buy stuff for your kids and your family. They outgrow things, it's constant, and sponsors know that. So that's why they pour money into that market.
2.4, 2.1, what was it?
$2.4 trillion. That's what parents spend
I guess
in the US each year. Yeah.
Is the trillion part.
Yeah, the trillion. Yeah.
Wow. And I love that you have those statistics right off the top of your head.
Statistics, Amy. Do you know that 73% of arguments are justified with 62% of those statistics being falsified? And made up on the spot?
Like you just did?
No, Amy, it's statistics. Math doesn't lie.
So anyway, that's super cool. That's super fun. And that, that's in business. Like I see this, I see sponsors as a bigger picture in business, because I think that we, even just if we're in just any regular business, we're kind of looking at it a little too small. If I'm just running a business, but if you could have sponsors in that business, we can think bigger. And if we can think about like, who wants to get in front of my audience that's not competing with me, but that wants to share my audience, and then we all benefit from that collaboration, because it's basically, at the end of the day, it's about collaborating. Yes,
Mom.
You're like, he's doing jumping jacks behind me.
Can I go to the bathroom?
I feel like you have something you want to say.
Can I go to the bathroom? Can I be? So it's basically using other people's money to achieve your dreams, and that's something you have, isn't it? Like, fund your dreams.
Fund your dreams is our tagline, because that's what sponsors allow you to do. Fund your dreams. It's a win-win-win. You win, the sponsors win, and the audience wins, because you can get your message out to a lot more people.
Right. And you have a seminar coming up in October.
Woo!
That normally we would be doing live, but due to COVID, we are going to be doing it virtual, but it's going to feel real. We're going to be right in your living room.
It's a live virtual event. So it's like, hey, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you right now. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yes. It's going to be a 3-camera shoot. Beautiful television production standards. Amy and Jamie are going to be a part of it, way beyond a Zoom call. It's going to be like kind of what they do. It's going to be interactive, prizes, a sponsor Shark Tank where you could actually practice pitching your sponsors. We're going to have Sponsor Feud, a game show. We're going to have a storytelling workshop, because you need to perfect your brand story. And here's the cool thing, everybody. Can you give me a drum roll? You can talk to the sponsors, and you'll get even more time to talk to the sponsors in the virtual event than in the live event. That's kind of how we do things. It's a little bit different.
Wow. Very cool.
And the thing is, you can be sponsored at whatever level you're at right now. Like, for example, Tracy, who hasn't even written a book yet, she's got some great stories, and she's got some stories that she's not allowed to share about her brother yet. Not share about him yet, but share about him ever again. So even someone there that's just starting out, that's on the precipice of a potential, can already get sponsors.
Right? Or can they?
They can. Now, what you need, Tracy, and by the way, I want to hear some of your stories. So even if they're embarrassing, even better.
They're very embarrassing.
You need the book cover. Somebody's got their book cover up there. That's what you need, Tracy. You need the book cover. You need maybe an outline and what the book is going to be about, but it doesn't have to be written yet.
Okay,
Right.
cool. And then and so like if you're nobody, you can just
Or somebody.
or somebody, but I mean
Or
like
somewhere in between.
or somewhere in
A
between.
nosbody.
A nosbody. If you're a nosbody, you can actually. She goes, "Oh, feeling evil now." Tracy says, "I'm feeling evil now." Yeah. So if you're anywhere in between, you have no followers, or you have 100,000 followers, or anything in between, you can still get corporate sponsors, like actual corporations will pay you.
Yeah. Can I tell the story of my first sponsor?
I would love. Yes, please.
I
do.
love stories.
Yes,
So
story.
nobody knew who I was. Like I had my parents on my they were on my fan base. My brother-in-law and my cat were that was it. So I was driving. I'm in Los Angeles, so I was in a traffic jam. I look up and I see a billboard for Bank of America. And I said, oh my God, what if Bank of America could sponsor me? But I was in the same place that Tracy is. I just had an idea in my silly little brain. I didn't know if people would come to the event, to the Women's Small Business Expo. I didn't know if it had legs. I didn't know anything. So I was dreaming about getting Bank of America, but I came home and I self-sabotaged. I said, they're not going to want to talk to me. You know, I'm just this frizzy-haired little girl in a kitchen, working in a kitchen, doing her business. I have no employees, no experience, nothing. And I pushed it down for about 2 weeks. But then after that, I said, I'm going to make a call. I had a really strong mission to teach people how to get their lives better with entrepreneurship, how to start and build a successful business. And they were the key. So I called them. Eventually, I got put onto the right person. He said, come on by. I did come by. I had a clunker car at the time, parked it 2 blocks down. Oh, my God. The car was green. Who drives a green car? And I put on the one good suit I had, and I brought some proposals. They said, yeah, sure, we'll sponsor you. Now, remember, I had nothing, no fan base, no experience, nothing, but I had a really strong concept. And that's what I sold them on, was the concept. And it was a 5-figure deal. And so he wanted to shake hands with me. I put my hand on the back of my suit because it was all sweaty and clammy. And left, walked 2 blocks down to the clunker car. And when I got in, though, boy, I did what you guys do. Let's do it together. The happy dance, the happy dance. And there is nothing like the feeling of getting your first sponsor. It is a real rush. And then that led to Walmart and IBM. Bank of America, Walmart, and IBM were my first sponsors for my first event. And I was just in the concept phase. That's how I sold them. So that's how you can sell your sponsors. You don't have to be a known entity. Everybody thinks there's these magic numbers. And when I get so many followers, then I can approach sponsors. No, no, no. You know, start with a strong concept.
Wow. That's
So it's about
cool.
having the goal and the ideal and being able to express that in such a way that people want to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
And they pay to be a part of it.
I have walked away from many meetings in my head going, act like you've done this before. Act like you've done this before. Stay cool. Stay calm. Pretend like you're cool about this. Then I get to my car and I'm like, yeah.
I know. And you want to scream at the time, but you really can't. And in my case, I was in a bank building with all these 3-piece suits, you know, wouldn't have been right, you know, to scream.
What I love about this is that you were driving in and you had that goal, you had that idea, that thought, the women's business, the Women's Small Business Expo. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So you had this idea, and because you had that thought and you're rolling that thought over, the universe threw a sign, literally a billboard up for you to go, hey, here's an opportunity. And then even though it took a couple of weeks, you followed through on that stimulus, and that presented itself into an outcome. It's that flow of energy. That's what we tell people. If you have a goal or something, you have to move. You have to take some form of action. Even if it's not the right action, it's a much better action than no action. No action is nothing. When we worked as book publishers, it was like, you can't edit a blank page. We can always fix something that's on the paper, but if you don't write a single thing, there's nothing we can fix. There's nothing we can improve upon. We want to look at doing something. And that's what I love. So basically, if you see a billboard out there, anybody,
it's your sign.
It's your sign.
I never really thought of it that way, Jamie, until you mentioned it. That was my sign.
That was your sign.
It was your sign.
And you know what I also love is that you recognize that you allowed that self-talk to take you out for a couple weeks.
Yes.
That you recognize that, because how often do we do that? We think, like, we decide on somebody else's, like, and this is in sales all the time. I see salespeople all the time. They decide the sale based on their wallet or based on where they're at, rather than based on where the person's at. The person might really, really, really need that product, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, don't preempt it. Don't decide it before it's happened.
We have all these predetermining thoughts that are based on beliefs. And these beliefs have been given to us by our forefathers, our parents, who are trying to protect us and keep us safe as children. Oh, don't do that, don't do that. There was a lot of don't do, otherwise bad will happen, education-based programming placed upon us as children. So then when we get older and we're like, oh, we're still thinking what could go wrong. Now, if you ask yourself what could go wrong, subconscious mind is going to give you a plethora of answers. But if we start saying what could go right, because wrong's not going to change where I'm at. It might change slightly where I'm at, but I'm still going to be wishing for something more, something different. So if we can change it to what could go right and then start doing actions, we're going to be so much better off, even from the experience, if nothing else. But usually all those people have been super successful, achieved their dreams, got their goals. They've all said the same thing. Oh, I didn't think it was possible, yet I thought I'll just give it a go. And it's the giving it the go that led to something great, or something else that they didn't even know existed that was even greater.
Yeah. And then on your deathbed, you remember the things, you don't really regret the things that you did. You regret the things that you didn't do because of the self-limiting beliefs, like what you said. And speaking of that, on my deathbed, I will be so proud of the work that I did at the Women's Small Business Expo. I did it for 10 years. As you know, I do a different event now, the Sponsor Secret Seminar. But I mean, oh my God, Amy, Jamie, women met their business partners there. They learned the pieces of the puzzle that they needed to create their own multi-million-dollar businesses. And, I helped facilitate that. And it was all because of sponsors.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's really cool. I love that. And what I love is that ask and it will be given is said, yet many people will say it, but not act as if what they're saying is true. And I know a lot of the time, Amy, like, we've got a bunch of sponsorship stuff here, the prizes that we give away that we're going to be giving away later today. But
by the way, comment below so we can enter you into the prize. Make sure you're making a comment.
Make a comment, you get entered into the prize wheel to win something. But there's times where Amy's like, oh, I'm just going to ask him. I'm like, hang on. My upbringing means that I've got to be dressed right. I've got to do, and she'll just get someone on the phone, give them a call. Next minute, they're like, oh yeah, we're actually looking for someone. Thanks for reaching out. Now we're in their list and they're giving us stuff.
Yeah, I reached out to oh my God, our favorite. So this is just a sponsorship thing. Now, there's different sponsorships. There's in-kind sponsorships that you talk about. And so we discovered this kombucha from Costco. It's called Hum Kombucha.
HUMM.
It is the best kombucha. I'm like seriously a huge fan. And so one of the things I tell people, be a big fan of the product. If you're a big fan of the product, you're going to give them value, right? Mm-hmm. And so we couldn't find it at Costco. We were getting it every week, and all of a sudden it was not there anymore. So I Googled the company and found out that they're in Bend, Oregon, and they have kombucha on tap there. And it's like amazing flavors like lime coconut, blueberry
mango, passion fruit,
blueberry mint, flipping good, right? And so I just called the company and I said, hey, I just love your products. And you're out at Costco right now. And I'm looking for sponsors. We do this live giveaway, blah, blah. I said, look, I'm not even asking for money because I just want product. I just want the product. And she goes, oh, we don't do any paid sponsorships anyway. But when she looked at the stuff, she goes, we don't really do any sponsorships. But then when she looked at what we did, she sent us a case of all the flavors so we could try every single flavor.
Oh, yes, and we got all these different. And even though I tried all the flavors, mango passion fruit is by far the best. It's kind of like your life is like this. Oh, hum. And then you have a oh, hum. And you go, oh, hum.
Anyway, we did some fun stuff with them. And, you know, we're just trying to add value to them. And hopefully maybe down the road it might end up becoming something different with them. But we're just their biggest fan. I mean, like legitimately their biggest fan. And they gladly sent us.
I'm a bigger fan. Amy's not even 5 foot.
I'm with you, Amy. I'm not even 5 foot. But you know what? What you're talking about is a love mark. Love mark. Write it down. A love mark is a brand that you use, a brand that you recommend, a brand that you would pay for. And a lot of people, their love marks are Dove because, you know, Dove has this great advertising where they use real women in their campaigns that weren't size 0 because most women are not size 0. Most women have curves and women are supposed to have curves, right, Jamie?
Oh, yes. I've spent many years observing that all around the world, and I have to agree they're meant to have them. I encourage them.
And men like curves. So they took these real women and they put it in their ad campaigns and everybody loved it. And now they have the self-esteem fund for girls and they have everything. And that was considered radical at the time to use real women in their ads. So Dove for me is a love mark because I love their advertising. I love their products. So look at your love marks and you would be, Jamie, you should be a spokesperson for that kombucha tea.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually did some really fun videos with them and just did some really fun stuff like because I
put out on our social media.
Yeah, we put out on our social media. So
because we've got like 10,000 followers on TikTok.
And I think sponsorship is really prevalent right now because companies are looking for new ways to advertise. The old ways are not working. TV's too expensive.
Well, even with TV, like the advertisements, I mean, they're louder to get your attention, but that's the time people go, oh, I'll go to the bathroom. I'll go grab the pizza. I'll go do something. They use the advertisement time to disconnect, where sponsorship is a different element. It's coming from a different spectrum altogether of trust, of enjoyment, of being engaged. And so sponsorship, I feel, especially with the social media platforms all increasing, like Facebook being one of the biggest companies on the planet, and all these other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Amy can say a lot more because she's more in it. But they're platforms that the marketing arm of businesses are saying, hey, we want to reach people in a more less confronting way.
Yeah. Make sure you comment below so we can enter you to win. We're gonna do this prize wheel here in a moment. So, woohoo!
Okay. And you know what? Sponsorship has been going up more than traditional ad spend for about 10 years because of what you just said. Not only will people leave during a television commercial, they will fast forward. People don't even watch television in real time anymore. So they could fast forward through the commercials. And, you know, it is disruptive, whereas sponsorship, like you said, it's more organic. And plus, with traditional advertising, like my husband, you know, does ballroom dancing, right? You guys were with us when we were dancing.
Yeah, I remember you guys cutting the rug out there.
So we watched Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so to put a commercial on Dancing with the Stars, it costs you $1 bazillion. You have to keep repeating that commercial, and you reach everybody from 9 years old to 90 years old. You don't really target your ad spend. So you don't really get the return that you get with sponsorship.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I actually just talked to a sauna company yesterday that I'm looking to have sponsor us. They have this really cool groovy spot. It's called the Essential Lounge. It's a seated sauna and it stops at your waist.
Mhm.
And you can put a laptop on it. So you can literally be sitting in the sauna and still doing your work. It's
Okay,
insane.
cool.
Yeah, and so and they were so excited to talk to me. Like I just reached out of the blue because I saw this sauna at a trade show like 2 years ago, and I wanted to buy it. So I Googled it, then I called the company, and the guy was stoked because he's like, "You're the audience we've been looking for a long time."
Mm-hmm.
You know, because your audience is going to be more apt to purchase an in-home sauna than some of these other influencers that they had tried other influencers where they posted a picture or whatever on Instagram, and it just wasn't the right audience because a lot of the Instagram, you know, that's a lot younger crowd, you know, but we're, you know, over 50. So.
And Amy, of course, has been in fitness and health and nutrition as a personal trainer in nutrition and health and fitness for 30-something years.
Mm-hmm.
So she started when she was 73. So she's just she's been doing it for 31 years. She's 101 now. So that's what good health and nutrition.
Oh, she's reversed like Jennifer Lopez, you know, like the joke is that she has some kind of a pod that makes her look 20, 30 years younger.
She never ages, and she's in amazing shape, isn't she?
And a good singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Hey.
I only watch it for her singing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I watch it for the booty shaking. She can shake that booty.
I actually went to where you guys are. I took a trip from LA to Vegas just to see her when she was ending her residency there. And oh my God, she danced for 2 hours straight, kept up with all the younger dancers. She was amazing.
She is amazing.
And to dance and sing, I mean, like as a former stunt actor, doing dialogue and doing physical action together takes more stamina than just doing one or the other.
It really does, yeah.
Those singers are phenomenal to carry a tune. I can't even carry a tune. I put it in a wheelbarrow, falls out. But
But you can dance.
Oh, I can dance. I can dance if I want to. I take no back from mine. Everybody dance, we can all dance, dance, make fun of fun. I can dance if I want to.
Hey, let's pull a Pando card for
Pando, talking about sponsors and sponsorships.
Yes.
Pando.
This is a company that sponsored us. They're out of Boise, Idaho.
Boise,
We're
Idaho.
A little tiny company, and it's battle to see who knows the most about your friends and family. So how it works, Jamie's going to pull a card that's going to be for Linda. You guys can guess in the chat what the truth is about Linda.
Okay,
right?
so based on what you've heard about her so far, the wealthy bag lady who joined a business partnership at the age of 13 with a friend that she met at recess at school. Ballroom dancing, we heard a little bit about that. But
love cats.
Sponsor, that's right, liked a cat. That's right. A beautiful partner had a 20-year-old cat or 12-year-old.
Our current cat just turned 4 years old.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the question up. There's 2 questions. So based on your first impressions, you get to judge. You get to have an opinion on what the answers are for these 2 things. So the first question is
Linda affectionate?
Ooh.
And name something that Linda wants but she cannot afford.
Oh.
Let's hear your comments, guys.
Is Linda affectionate? And what is something that Linda would want but she can't afford? Let's have some.
I've seen her with her husband, so I'm not going to answer this, or I'll give it away because I know what the truth is. I'll wait till everybody else answers.
Given the right circumstances, everyone's affectionate. Reminds me of a story.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll go ahead and answer. I think she is affectionate, and name something she wants but she can't afford. I think she can afford. I think she has everything she wants, honestly. So I don't know if there's anything that she can't really afford, unless it was like something like a yacht or a private jet or something like that.
Okay, I'm going to say yes to affectionate, and something that she wants but can't afford, a time machine.
Ooh.
Tracy says she's affectionate. She can't afford Dijon ketchup.
Dijon
ketchup. Wow, this is a creative group.
Yeah.
And a little weird.
And a little weird. Yep, we're a little weird.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so what's the truth, Linda?
I am very affectionate, as you guys know. And the one thing that I want that I can't afford, well, I'll say I can't afford it, but I can't do it now. The last thing on my bucket list is to go on an African safari. So that is in my future. I've got the travel bug right now, like you wouldn't believe, because I was traveling every month to speak somewhere, and now I'm dreaming of that one thing on my bucket list that's the safari.
What is it about an African safari that, because I've been to Africa, I went on a couple of safaris. What is it that excites you about that?
Seeing animals in their natural habitat would be really exciting to me because I've never seen that. I've only seen animals in zoos. So that's what would be magical about that. I
would challenge that. I'm sure you've walked past a pub on a Friday night and you've seen some of those males in their natural habitat.
Civilized animals.
All right.
Civilized animals. You know what's funny about that, Linda? My mom and dad went to Africa. They go somewhere every year. They're probably hating it this year. They go somewhere they haven't been, and they went to Africa. My dad is a tough guy. He did 2 tours in Vietnam, and he said he was never more scared in his life in Africa. They were in a Jeep, and one of the big bull elephants charged the Jeep. And the guy said, we can't back away. We have to charge back at the elephant. So the Jeep charged back at the elephant.
Oh my God.
I guess my mom was like screaming in his face. and he was like, I was legitimately really scared for my life for the first time. Like more so than anything he's ever been.
Yeah, Africa is an amazing place. I did 11 different countries in 2 months there.
Oh wow!
So there was this kind of like this little shuttle bus that took you from hostel to hostel, and so you could go as far as you wanted or just stop. You know, you had unlimited access in one direction. So if you went this direction, wanted to come back, then you had to pay for another direction. And it was pretty cool, very, very cool. And I went for a walk one morning. There was hippopotamus and the zebra, and seeing the big animals and a horseback ride. And I got charged by a big bull elephant as well. My horse reared up and went galloping, and I'm like, ah! But like all these warthogs and gazelle are all running away from me, and I'm like, it was awesome. It is a completely different environment, country, way of life, and I saw some of the strongest poverty there when I was.
That's the problem, is that you do see poverty, yeah. But it makes you realize what we have, you know, and makes you come back with a whole different perspective.
Yeah, actually, at the beginning of this pandemic, you may have seen it on Facebook, but we actually ended up adopting an entire village in Uganda.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we thought we were just helping this mother.
Well, it
started out. We just thought we were helping this single mom with 3 boys.
She'd lost her husband just like 14 months.
Wow!
And then she had a business which was
she owned a restaurant.
But then the government shut everything down. So all of a sudden she lost the partner. 12 months later, she lost her means of income, and then she's got her and 3 little boys. And
and they're so sweet. And so we sent her $100 thinking, you know, it was going to last, you know, a month. And she sends us this video back, and it's all like probably like 100 people in line.
Oh my God!
Are just taking like a scoop of rice,
just like 1 cup.
You know,
of rice
1 cup of rice in like a dirty plastic bag, like whatever.
Anything they could find
to put it in, right? And I kept saying, well, how many people are we feeding?
How many people in your family?
Yeah, how many people are we feeding? Like we were like, and what she said to me struck me more than anything. And I say this on almost every live. She said, I can't eat if I know that my neighbor's hungry.
Oh my God.
Right?
What an amazing woman.
I know, and that's what we said too. We were like, we have to keep helping them. So we've been sending 100 every week, and then about 3 weeks ago, we sent her enough money for her to open her own restaurant again, a new restaurant, in her town, which is Nansala, which is about 6 miles from Kampala.
Yeah, because people have been donating when they hear the story. There's a little thing on for Amy's Facebook.
Yeah, so we raised a little bit of money to help her out, and then we're actually putting our oldest son, we're putting him through college. It's only $600 a year.
Oh, wow.
So we're trying to do some things that, I mean, we're happy, and she's happy that we're giving her money, but she's a very independent woman. She doesn't want to keep taking. She really wants to do it for herself.
Creating a structure, a platform that they can be self-independent,
right,
and supportive of others. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're being a sponsor.
I am being
Yeah.
a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feels
Absolutely.
good, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And they're just amazing people. We speak to them every day. We've fallen in love with them, and we just consider them family now. And the 3 boys are so adorable. The youngest one is my grandson's age, and they're just super cute. Like, they just do the cutest things. They dance, they praise us. It's just really sweet. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. So
That's what everybody says that has gone to Africa was, even though they're poor, they smile all the time. The biggest smiles.
oh yeah.
Very happy. Very happy.
Yeah, they're just amazing people. I'm like,
They appreciate everything they have, and they look for the opportunity to have more. Like going to school, you don't have any of the kids going, I don't want to go to school today. They're like, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to have something else is.
yeah, they'll send me a message. So the whole town shares this one cell phone, which they have WhatsApp on it, and so they all communicate with me through WhatsApp. So I'll wake up to 20 messages in the morning from different people, and they call me Aunt Amy. The kids call me Aunt Amy, and Florence, I consider her my sister. She's the single mom that we're helping out, and the kids are just so cute because they'll be like, Aunt Amy, I really want to go to school. I need fees for the school. Like things like that. Like they're super cute. Like they just ask for it, and it's. And when they praise us, when they pray, they always pray for us. And when they pray for us, they always pray that we get 10 times more than we give. It's just such a beautiful like prayer for other people.
Yeah.
To lift other people up in that way. It's just, I don't know, it's just been amazing. So
I love that you guys are doing that. That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So cool. Should we play a improv game with her? Do you want to do an improv game?
Sure, go.
You go. You're the improv
Go.
guy. You're the improv guy. Come on, monkey.
What do you mean, like an improv game?
I don't know. Like we could do a pun game, or we could do a yes and, or.
I've never done improv before, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, actually, improv is great because it's the creative flow within your mind, and everybody has it. We all had it as children, and then we've pushed it off to one side to fit into expectations within an environment. Yet it's all still there. So in the improv exercises, we're just allowing that creativity to flow again. Well, we could do the pun game. Now, the pun game is like a play on words where the first word is, when it's stated, anything that's associated with that word, you can then use that as a pun as well. The format is 99 something, whatever you're going to make the pun on, walk into a bar, and the barman says, we don't serve something, and then the 99 something say something that's a pun. For example, 99 shoes walk into a bar, the barman says, we don't serve shoes, and the 99 shoes go, oh, come on, our tongue's hanging out. Don't you have a soul? And after everybody finishes that, when someone finishes the pun, we all go, yay! So we all clap and cheer the pun at the end of it. So now that I've said shoe, you could have soul, you could have tongue,
ankle,
you could have foot,
leg,
kick, because
socks,
anything that kind of overflows to that genre, and then you just keep going. So what it is when something's said, you will have this, just like that billboard, just like that Bank of America billboard. There'll be this little stimulus, this little thought that will go, this little spark. They go, hey, shoelace. And you're like, oh, okay, shoelace. I'm like, oh, hey, I just came here to get laced up. And then you just do it. Then yeah, exactly like that. Everyone goes, yay!
Okay.
So 99 99.
Well, no, it sounds like you've got this one prepared. So
no, I just thought of one.
Okay, go.
So 99 socks walk into a bar. the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve socks here. And the 99 socks go, don't sweat it. We'll just go down to the next bar.
Sweat socks.
I just literally but
99 socks walk into the bar. The barman says, we don't serve socks. And the 99 socks says, we're not here for a drink. We're missing 99 friends. They went into the dryer. We can't find them.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
So I'll take a riff off of where you're going. 99 feet walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve feet. And the feet say, hey, we don't want to make a stink out of it. We just want a drink.
Hey!
Hey, that's good. The rhyme there. That was good. That was good.
I'm a teacher. Don't level up.
Okay, 99 feet walk into a bar. And the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve feet here. And the 99 feet go, well, we're just going to kick around. We don't really want
to. 99 old feet walk into the bar. The barman says, we don't serve old feet that do bad jokes. And they go, we don't do bad jokes. And he goes, oh, come on, I can see you're corny.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, so to get in touch with Linda, go to successwithsponsors.com.
For more jokes.
For more jokes. And can they
I have a free gift there. I want to tell you.
Oh, tell us about it.
You're not the only ones who give stuff. I want to give stuff too. Okay, so you're going to get a free report, the #1 secret for getting sponsors, when you go to successwithsponsors.com. If you want to talk to me, there's a way to arrange to talk with me. We could brainstorm like I did with who was it that
Tracy.
talked to us about it? Tracy, like I did with Tracy. We'll brainstorm. We'll talk about what you're doing, how you could get sponsors, how you could fund your dreams, how you could get the most money out of the deal. So just go to successwithsponsors.com and you'll get the free gift.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining us, Linda. This has been amazing. Yep.
And I just need to clarify, we've had an update. The Dijon ketchup comment is actually from the song "If I Had $1 Million." So
I've never heard that song.
If I had I don't know how's it going.
Sing it, Jamie.
I've heard it. If I had $1 million.
I've never heard the Dijon ketchup song.
Yeah. So, but it's apparently like you'd get Dijon ketchup.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
You have to
look up Dijon ketchup. Hey, the next time we do a call, I'm going to buy some Dijon ketchup and I'll hold it up for you.
There we go.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. We're going to be on TikTok in 15 minutes at amyjohoney.com. So follow us there, and thank you again for joining us, Linda. I really appreciate it. It's been awesome.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Look forward to seeing you again, Linda.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.